So I guess I'll talk to you about Bournemouth a little bit. I love this city. It's really awesome. I've had a great time here so far. One of the things I have to do here while I'm studying is do a report on the cuisine of the UK, and everything here is, there's no particular brand here that's excluded. There's English food, there's Thai food, Mediterranean food, Middle Eastern food. I've had a ton of Chinese food and Indian food. It's probably my two favorites. So yeah, it's very diverse. It's very awesome. There's pretty much a student night for every night of the week. I've actually had to resolve myself to only going out a couple of times a week rather than every night, although I wish I could. Also, as far as the pubs and the restaurants, most of them have a student deal or something like that, whether it's a lunch special or, a meal and a drink, something like that. So it's very cool. And I just love it here. Just look at the beach. It's gorgeous. It reminds me back home. I'm from Ocean City originally, so I mean, this reminds me of home. It's awesome. Just beautiful beaches. There's a nice paved way where you can walk, cycle, pretty much anything down. Come summertime, once it gets a little bit warmer, there's a bunch of shops that are going to be open up, so I can't wait to go see that. So yeah, I'm here and I'm going to talk to you guys about the school. So let's see, first off, the school is really cool. It's a nice small campus. It's a little smaller than Montclair State, so it's very easy to navigate, very easy to get around. My classes are really awesome. I'm taking hospitality operations. That's probably my favorite class. Basically, it covers every single aspect of the hospitality industry. All of my teachers have at least 10 years of experience in the field. A couple of them have owned their own restaurants. One does, consultation work for other restaurants. He does that by contract on the side. I even have one teacher who does events marketing and planning, and he's actually worked with the royal family a couple of times, so that's really cool. The thing is that they really push you to figure stuff out on your own and think for yourself. It's not so much them telling you what to do. They're basically just pointing you in the general direction and letting you go from there. The education here is different from America. Basically, instead of in America you have one or two books, and each week your professor will tell you, okay, read this chapter, read this section, something like that, and answer some questions or write something short about it. Instead, you have a reading list, and you're basically just told to, cover it. And at the end of the year, you have a report due and a final exam. And I'm very intrigued by this because it's making me work a lot harder at my studies. Because instead of just learning what I need to know for the next week or the next test or something like that, I really need to study and work hard and retain everything that I need to know. So I'm putting in a lot of effort here, but I definitely feel like I'm going to remember it when I leave. So the first night I came over here, I was introduced to one kid from Stewart, an international student from Bournemouth who came to Montclair. And about 3 hours into me being in England, I had a friend request, and from this kid, I got invited into that group that he was in. And about an hour or two after that, I had 5 new friend requests from a few people within that group. By the end of that day, I was out at a pub with them. They were all welcoming me to England, and they showed me a great time. And they all became really good friends of mine. So any issues I was worrying about as far as like socializing and meeting people were instantly just cleared.